Looking for the best pizza in New York City?
I'm a food and lifestyle blogger,
and we've got you covered.
Your table awaits.
When I am craving pizza in New York City, my go-to spot is John's of Bleecker Street. This place is almost 100 years old, and every time I go in there, the aroma of pizza like pulls me into the place. Here are my tips though. When you go, I definitely recommend you go and sit and eat it there. It makes a difference. I love to get a seat or a booth right by the pizza oven. So the minute that pizza is done, there's probably 5 to 30 seconds from when it gets out of the oven till it gets on my table. And then it's probably another minute before they're all gone and in my stomach. Now, if you go there, the pizza you have to get is the John Classic. This is the quintessential New York pizza for me because obviously pizza is Italian, and so there's the Napolitano style pizza that's, smaller and has different crust and different sauce and cheese. This is that perfect hybrid. It kind of has the dough and the flavor of that beautiful Italian pizza, but it's in a larger size format. It's the size of that classic New York American pizza that you're looking for. And the sauce is sweet, the cheese is stringy, it's light, but it's filling, and it's just really good pizza.
When it comes to pizza, without a doubt, my go-to place is Fara in Midwood, Brooklyn. What I love about Fara is it's super nondescript. You could almost walk by it and not realize that there's world-class pizza there, but that's also part of its charm. It's a family-owned and operated pizza shop owned by the DeMarco family. So first by Domenico DeMarco, who immigrated from Italy in the 60s and started up this absolutely amazing pizza shop. After Domenico passed, his family decided to continue on the tradition, and they are still slinging the best thin crust pizzas I've ever had. Their ingredients are so high quality. They use San Marzano tomatoes, buffalo mozzarella, and a mixture of Parmigiano Reggiano and Grana Padano cheeses. They have this super thin crust that I love. When you pick it up, it still holds its weight. I don't like when you have a thin crust pizza that sort of like flops when you pick it up. And so it has this really beautiful, crunchy exterior and base. Oh my God, it's so good. I also find it's the perfect amount of sauce. Sometimes I'll get pizza and the sauce is just not there enough. And I love that the San Marzano tomatoes just keep it super simple, super classic, and really give a nice brightness to the pizza. Without a doubt, Fara is worth the trip down to Midwood. It is such a fun place to check out, and just spend a few dollars on a handful of slices that will be the best pizza you've ever had.
Number one pizza in New York that's controversial, and people love to debate the best pizza in New York, but the most out-of-worldly experience is at Lucali in Carroll Gardens. It is a difficult one to get, so most people get there and wait in line at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. It's longer on the weekends. You have to wait in line, put your name down, and then you get a time when you can come back to sit. So they are making this gorgeous, gorgeous pie. You can watch them make it fresh. It's all candlelit. It's cozy. They have wooden tables and chairs. There's the smell of the oven, which you see like well lit in the back. And if you walk back there, you'll see their chefs rolling out the pizza with wine bottles. They take a big ladle of sauce and then they grate the cheese on, and then they load it up with fresh basil, which cuts through the richness of the cheese and the sauce so nicely. But the best combo you can get here is pepperoni, shallots, hot peppers. And it becomes this like spicy, meaty, subtle oniony flavor. So sometimes we get just one of those. You go half cheese, half all those toppings. I know Jay-Z and Beyoncé actually fly in just to go here. So they fly into New York on their private plane and eat just at Lucali.
Oh, and Taylor Swift and Selena were just spotted there. If this isn't a sign that Lucali is the best pizza in New York City, then I really don't know what is.
Obviously, there are a ton of amazing pizza spots in New York City. It's very hard to just choose one. But one that really stands out to me is Gelso Grand. So obviously Little Italy is super cute. Gelso Grand is located on a corner spot in a brick building. And when you walk in, first of all, you're hit with the smell of just everything cooking in that coal-fired oven. and there's wine bottles everywhere, there's candles. It's just a super cozy vibe. And the best part that I love about most restaurants is the open kitchen concept. So you can actually see the pizza being made. I find their pizzas to be amazing. They have a lot of seasonal pies. I know one time I had like a sage and squash, which was incredible. Right now they have like a fig and honey going on. But my favorite, which is kind of weird for me, is I had a spicy gabagool and mousse, and it was so good. I'm not a big spicy person, but it was just so balanced with the spiciness of the gabagool and the creaminess of the mousse. And that crust is not too doughy, nice and kind of charcoaly, but in a good way. Next time you're in Little Italy, you have to check out Gelso Grand because they have some of the best pizza you'll have in New York City.
If you're looking for a great place to get pizza in New York City, I would actually recommend going up to Harlem and checking out Patsy's Pizzeria. It's been there since the early 1930s, and it's one of the first places in the city to sell Sicilian-style coal oven pizza. Patsy's is definitely an institution up in Harlem. If you look in the back, you can see scores of photos of all their celebrity clientele, including Spike Lee. It's been in the family for over 4 generations, and even if you look outside on the street, you can see that the street is named after the original owner. I'm pretty basic when it comes to my slices. I just like getting a traditional cheese or a pepperoni slice, but the pizza here is so perfect that you don't need to do anything fancy to have a great meal. The crust to cheese ratio is perfect. You can eat the pizza there or take it to go, either by the pie or by the slice. I always end up getting a pie because it's that good. There are a million reasons why you should go to Harlem and explore the history of the neighborhood up there, and one of them is definitely to get pizza at Patsy's.
So now we ask you, what is your favorite NYC pizza spot? Let us know in the comments.